Hey, what's up, guys? This is just a quick video review of my cell phone, which is the HTC HD2. This is a video response to the Techno Buffalo request, where Noah asked if we're satisfied with the cell phones that we currently have, or if it's something that we want to upgrade ASAP when we get the chance. I'd like to say that's not the case for me, the latter at least. I'm very satisfied with this phone for multiple different reasons. The main reason that I like is the fact that it's very versatile in terms of operating system. The fact that you can run Android on here, which is which is the option that I took when I got the phone, is the main draw point of this phone. The main reason why a lot of people weren't really fond of this phone was the fact that it ran a clunky Windows Mobile 6.5, and the fact that you can put Android on here just changes the whole landscape of this phone, in my opinion. It's very overshadowed in that point as well. Compared to a lot of other strict Android devices, it runs very well compared to a lot of other Android devices that I've seen. I would compare it to the Evo 4G. Well, as you can see, the CyanogenMod here. Pretty much, before I get to the Evo 4G, I'm running a CyanogenMod 2.3 Gingerbread from Cope and Warren. I'm going to put a link to them right here. I appreciate a lot of time and work. It takes a lot of time and effort to make a very good build, especially on a phone that wasn't really originally meant to run Android. And I'd like to say that this phone is one of the easiest phones to root into Android, because you don't have to root, and that's the main reason why I like it. The phone acts as if it was rooted right when you install the builds. So I don't want to get too technical into it. There's a lot of time and a lot of other videos that you can watch to get into that. Previously, I ran a Froyo build from Darkstone. His build was very good. The fact that it ran everything off of RAM, I don't want to get too much into that as well. But running the operating system on RAM made the entire phone faster. It made battery consumption lower, and it just made the entire experience more efficient and fluid. As you can see here, my phone just booted up into Android here. It's 2.3 build that I was talking about with Cyanogen. I got that custom lock screen there. It comes with Cyanogen. It has the time and date. Still loading up. It takes a little bit longer on this build. With the RAM build, it was just seamless. I mean, from Windows 6.5 loading into that Froyo build, it took less than 2 minutes. It was just very fast. There wasn't even that load screen. It just almost bypassed that, how fast it was. Back to the 4G. The main reason why I compare that to the 4G is because of very equal specs almost. It has, I believe, same speed processor. This has the 1 GHz Snapdragon in here. It has a 4-inch screen, and I believe it has the same camera. And don't quote me on this, but I believe it's the same battery. The Evo is a lot flashier in terms of look and design. It does have like a shinier buttons, I guess. It has the Android layout because it is an Android device. This not being an Android device, but running Android, the build's tailored to that. It's still going to have the same Android options, but just with Windows Mobile buttons. The red trim, as I said, on the Evo, it's not present here. It's mainly just aesthetics, but I'm going to compare those two phones. I guess this is its little brother, but in a good way. I mean, you can get one of these like I did for like $100 now, maybe even less, depending on wear and use and condition. But I mean, for that price point, it's almost a no-brainer. I mean, if you only have like $100 or so, and you don't want to get on a contract or anything, or if you just want to upgrade your phone without having to pay a penalty or anything, I mean, you might as well just pay that extra $100. I mean, like if you're on a contract, I'm not on a contract. I'm on the Even More Plus on T-Mobile. But anyways, uh, just for $100, I mean, it's just well worth it. I mean, I'm getting very good performance on this phone. It's even compared to nowadays, Android phones nowadays. It holds its own. I mean, I get over 15 to 1600 on Quadrant with this build. It was even more on the RAM build. I got over 2000 easily on that. Um, but I don't want to bore you guys with those. I mean, like there can be other videos for that. I guess just as a operating system layout, of course it's gonna be Android. I kind of tailored it to what I do, to my tastes. I have my minimalistic text. I don't like having a lot of like flashy widgets for the most part. City, date, battery life, and oh, sorry, city, weather, battery life, and date. Yeah, that today, if today's date was sunny, yeah. It's gonna be power options, wireless, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. And then I got my Winamp. I'm running Launcher Pro, which is my preferred launcher of choice. Mainly because of its fluid animations, like the flashy transitions, and the also you get that that extra option of putting an extra column. I believe ADW does that too, but ADW, it just feels slower to me, and I like having a fluid experience. Um, trying to see if there's anything else that I missed. Let's see. Yeah, but pretty much, I mean, this is gonna be like the very good Android experience for the price. I mean, you're not getting all of the options that you get nowadays, like with the Atrix, or even the 4G again, with an extra camera. Um, you're not getting the keyboard like the G2 or anything like that. But I mean, I previously had a phone with a keyboard. I had an E75 from Nokia, um, and I loved its keyboard, and that was one of the turning points, or one of the hard things that I had to go through was thinking, am I going to settle without a keyboard or not? And I like to say that even not having a keyboard, I'm still satisfied with it because I got used to it. The screen size is sufficient enough where you're not going to make as many mistakes as I thought I was going to. And there's also the option of speech to text with Android. So I mean, I guess that's a nice plus. I guess if you're that lazy and you just don't want to call people, or if it's just something that I mean, if you're driving and you need text or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. Is it something that I'll keep for a really long time? I'm not saying I want to keep this phone for life, but it's something that I want to hold on to for a while because, like I said, its value, the value for performance is just so good compared to a lot of other things nowadays, or that are coming out recently. I mean, you can go and upgrade or something, pay another couple $100 or something for like a 4G device, but I mean, if that's something that you want to go for, go ahead. But I mean, I'm satisfied even with just getting the T-Mobile 3G on here. I also get the Wi-Fi option. So I mean, it just boils down to that whole price for performance. And this is probably one of the best Android devices. And the fact that it isn't even an Android device and it's one of the best ones, that's just also what makes it a very overshadowed device. So I hope you like this review, and comment, rate, subscribe. I guess I'm not, I don't have that many videos, but I appreciate your time, and I appreciate Techno Buffalo's time as well. John and Noah, I appreciate all the time that they take in giving us info on devices and time that and everything else that they share. All right, so I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you.